Hey, welcome back. This is Updates. I'm Mike. I am doing I'm going to do a mid-month vinyl finds because we're going camping the last week of June. And I don't plan on making any videos while I'm camping. I'm probably not even going to listen to music for a week. I'm just going to hide in the woods in a tent by a campfire and drink beer. So gonna take a week off. Kind of need a little break from making these videos, 2 a week. I don't know. I don't know. Not that I'm running out of ideas, but sometimes you just need to take a break and refocus. So final finds, June. Hard to believe June's here. But anyway, these go back a couple of weeks. I picked up this. El Mocambo, 1977. A lot of you probably know about this absolutely incredible concert from up in Canada. Rolling Stones did. They were listed on the venue as the Cockroaches. And I wasn't going to buy this, but then I heard that the sound quality was really good. And you know what? It's really good. I was very, very surprised that the sound quality of this was so good. They do that archival reissue of a lot of their shows from like the 90s and 2000s, and the sound quality on those isn't great. It's okay, but it's not great. This is much better. What a wonderful set. I'm not going to pull everything out. It's a 4-record set. There's an etching on the last side, I believe, and yeah, this definitely worth the money. Glad I picked this up. I'm going to put that there. Guys, one of my favorite albums of all time, Groovin' by the Young Rascals, finally got the MoFi treatment. It's been talked about for years. I love this record, and they also added A Beautiful Morning as a little bonus track on here, which is great. You Better Run. What else? You Better Run, A Girl Like You, Find Somebody, Groovin', obviously. What a wonderful, wonderful treat this is. It sounds phenomenal. I was just listening to it this morning, and I could not be happier to have this on mobile fidelity. It is 45 RPM, which a lot of people I know really don't care for. I personally don't care for it either, but man, what a great, we've been blessed this last couple of weeks with David Crosby and now this. 2 really, really good MoFis. Unbelievable. I picked this up, and this is the anniversary edition of, Jesus, sorry. This is the anniversary edition of what I think is a very underrated Clash album. This does not get much love. For an album that is probably their biggest seller, it probably has their 2 biggest hits on it. I don't think it gets enough love, because if you get past Should I Stay or Should I Go and Rock the Casbah, there's some really, really quality songs on here. Adam Tan, Know Your Rights, Straight to Hell is great. Overpowered by Funk, Sean Flynn, Ghetto Defendant. This is a really good record, and this is the anniversary, I think, 40 years. Hard to believe. And it's got a recording of the People's Hall, which I have only listened to a couple songs from it. I don't really like it. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It also comes with a poster. It's like a 3-record set, but it's not like a gatefold or anything. It just comes like this, which is kind of awkward. And then they jammed a poster in here, and I'm not going to open the poster. I don't know. It wasn't worth the money. Maybe. The sound is good. Picked up this because Ryan Scott, the trumpet player, is the nephew of one of my good friends, Dan. And what a great record. Monophonics, Sage Motel. I just got the single record version of it. There is a deluxe, I believe. Great gatefold, really high quality tip-on jacket. Phenomenal artwork. Look at that artwork. This is, they call themselves psychedelic soul. I would say they're just soul. 70s soul funk. Really, really good records. Their lead singer, Kelly, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Cool record. Like I said, I don't know Ryan. We're Facebook friends, but he's a wonderful trumpet player. Check them out. Both all their records are really solid, but this one really stands out. So yeah, check it out. Look at that artwork. That looks great. Cool. Sorry, I don't know. I'm a little out of it today. Can you tell? Massey's been talking up this series of Japanese funk, and I remember when he talked about the previous two. I think there's two other records in the series, and I remember years ago he was talking about them, and I tried to get into. I just couldn't get into them, but this is the most recent one. This is Wamongo Groove, and wow, this one I can get into. This is awesome. So Mazzy suggested it. There's the other two, or other three. Great artwork. I don't know if you can see that. There's three others, and this is the fourth. And yeah, Mazzy was talking it up in one of his videos, so I went out and got it, and wow. Terrific. Japanese funky jazz. High energy party record. This is great. Really recommend this. I always buy these because I'm a completist, I guess, when it comes to this. Overall, I'm not really a completist, but I don't know. I always seem to buy all of these. This is the Jazz is Dead series. This is 10. I can't believe they're on 10 already. They crank them out. The 11th one is coming out in September. It's actually, the 11th one is out now streaming, and it's the best one. I cannot wait for the next one. Really looking forward to it. But this is 10, and 10 is remixes of previously released Jazz is Dead stuff. The remixes, I think there's a couple of them in the series. Not my favorite, but I did want to make sure I completed the whole series. But 11, you guys, if you like jazz and you like Brazilian vibe and funk, these things are great. This series is absolutely phenomenal. I was told that the 11 that's coming out in September is actually going to be $70. These are normally 32, 33, and maybe 35. They're probably like $35, $35. But the new one that's coming out in September is 70. I was told that by my record store guy. I don't care. I'm still buying it. It's every time I listen to it, I stream it. I streamed it in my car the other day, and I was blown away by it. It's definitely my favorite of the series so far. So yeah, look forward to spending 70 on that. I picked up this. This is really interesting. This is a band called Compass, and then this is their album Compass Rises. I had never really heard about this group. It's guys I've never heard of. There's a conga player, sax, electric piano, electric bass, flugelhorn, drums. Really interesting, unknown jazz band from 1972. This came out. They have just released 500. There's a new pressing of 500 of these. I ordered this on Bandcamp, and there's only 500. It sounds great. I was a little worried that the sound wasn't going to be real high quality, but it's really good. They've remastered. I don't know if it's remastered, but it's definitely repressed. And there's a little blurb on the back, and then there's a little thing that tells. I'll pull that out all the way so you guys can see. Those guys look groovy, right? Really solid early 70s jazz. Look at these guys. Look at those crazy. Yeah. Don't they? Yeah, they're awesome. It's a cool record. I'm really glad I picked it up. I had not heard of them before. And then I somebody somewhere, I don't know, somebody mentioned it, and it was on Bandcamp, so I grabbed it. And yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. If you like early 70s jazz, funk, it's a really cool record. Grab it now. There were only 500 made, and originals go for big bucks. I went on Discogs and they're going for like $600-$700 for originals. I think the highest one that was sold was like $1,200. The average median is like 300. So yeah, go to Bandcamp. You can check this out. Compass Rises is the name of the album, and the band is Compass from 1972. That's if there's even any left. I don't know. So in February, on February 3rd, we heard about the Prestige Jazz reissue campaign, which is coming out, which was starting. I went through the list and I pre-ordered. I think I pre-ordered like 10 or 11 of the records. I didn't want everything. There were some stuff I really wasn't interested in, but then there were a lot that obviously I ordered 10. Last week, a couple weeks ago, I got some of that pre-order finally. Well, I noticed everybody on Facebook and on Instagram is posting photos for like the last 2 months of they're already getting all these records, and I wasn't getting any. Nothing came. And I called a couple of times, and they were kind as can be. Their customer service at Acoustic Sounds is top notch. They were wonderful people. And they calmed me down and said, "Don't worry, your order is in process." But my order was in process for like over 2 months. So, but anyway, a couple weeks ago, some of those items arrived, and I could not be happier. My favorite might be this Tommy Flanagan Over. It's just called Over, and it has Wilbur Little on bass and Elvin Jones on drums. This is a gorgeous record. First of all, the artwork and the color, that's awesome. I love the cover of this record. They're doing an absolutely wonderful job. Tip-on jackets. You guys know the routine. This is a gorgeous release. Absolutely love it. The other one that came, which is a record I never owned. I've never had a copy of this record. I've heard it before, but I've never owned it. And this is Tenor Madness. This is Sonny Rollins Quartet, and we got Red Garland, Paul Chambers, Philly Joe Jones, and John Coltrane. Holy crap. Does not get any better than that. Again, the sound is phenomenal. Tip-on jackets. This packaging is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What a wonderful job they're doing with these. Tenor Madness. Super happy to have that. And then the other one I got was the bluesy Burrell. Kenny Burrell with Coleman Hawkins. Also really good. I like the other two better, but what a wonderful record to have in my collection. I just love it. Very cool. And hopefully I have more coming. I got at least 7 or 8 more titles pre-ordered. A couple of them were the Coltrane's, like Lush Life and just the self-titled. I had a few others, but yeah, super happy to have those. Oh my God, especially the Tommy Flanagan. I got this Moon Rappin'. This is Brother Jack McDuff. I have not actually listened to this copy yet. I have an original of this that I bought many years ago. Gotta be over 20 years ago. And it is, the cover's pretty beat up, but the record sounds solid, and that's always been my go-to to listen to. I think it sounds really good, actually. I was very surprised when this came out, and I was putting it in Discogs. I was surprised to see how much the value of this record has gone up in the last few years. The median for an OG was like $80 or something, and I know I bought this for less than 10. I mean, I think I paid like $5 for an OG of this. But this is good to have. This will probably become my playing copy now. I'm sure it sounds great, but Moon Rappin', Brother Jack McDuff, great, funky record. If you guys have never heard this, definitely check it out. And I also bought the other, I bought the Ronnie Foster, which I've always loved this record, and I've never owned a copy of it. Pretty cool. Great cover photo. This is part of the classic series Blue Note, along with the brother Jack McDuff. Those were the releases for this month. Actually, those were probably May. I think those were the last weekend of May, that Memorial Day weekend. I think those came out that Friday. I picked up this because I really, I'm just such a, I love Art Blakey. I absolutely love Art Blakey. And I never owned this either. And wow, this is a Rhino reissue. It's a double record. One side is the actual album, and then there's a great little book. And the other record is outtakes, jams, just stuff that, different takes. And I didn't know this was Rhino when I bought it. And the guy at the record store, he said he was pretty sure it was Rhino, because I wasn't going to buy it. I was like, well, how's the sound? I didn't know. And he's like, I think it's Rhino. I'm pretty sure it's Rhino. And Rhino does a great job with their reissues, so I wasn't too concerned. So I picked it up, and it sounds great. Absolutely wonderful. Just a terrific record. I absolutely love it. And then I got this, which was part of that same Rhino release. And I will do a shout out. Thank you to Rob the Waxed. He alerted me that this was on sale on Amazon for, I think, $20. I think it was 20. And this is a double anniversary, 60th anniversary double record of My Favorite Things by John Coltrane. One record is stereo, and the second record is mono. $20. Thank you, Rob the Waxed. I will put a link to his channel in the comments, because he's got a great channel. Great jazz finds. So definitely check out his channel. Thanks again. This is an absolutely phenomenal sounding record. The mono is definitely the way to go. They have like just a little, I don't even know why that's in there. And then they got a great little book celebrating the 60th. Look at this photo on the back. God, is that great? Little booklet with telling all about the recording of the record. More great photos. A beast of a man. He was huge. Just great stuff. Really cool little book. And then the two records. This is the mono, and then this is the stereo. Really cool. I hope, I know other people in the VC have said this, but I hope that this stereo mono release thing might be a trend. I'd like to see that trend continue, because it's pretty cool, especially for cheap. And wow, I mean, I'll probably never listen to the stereo version, because the mono is that much better. But yeah, I hope that's a trend that we continue to see. It would be really cool. That's it. I got nothing else. I am going on vacation, so you guys stay well. I will see you when we get back, and yeah, bye.